I love me a good boomer shooter. It's a genre where I can switch my brain off, point a rather absurdly large weapon at an enemy and turn them into a red mist. For those who don't know what a boomer shooter is...
A first-person shooter FPS game that draws inspiration from the fast-paced action-orientated FPS games of the 1990s and 2000s. These games often feature retro-style graphics and big, loud weapons.
We have seen a resurgence of these fast-paced shooters and I couldn't be happier. Oh, and we have 2 new cats. This is Ghost and Goblin. We adopted them from a shelter. Aren't they cute and awesome? Another reason why I like these boomer shooters is because it reminds me of the days of me watching my father play Quake and Doom on our old PC. Anyway, that's enough talking. In no particular order, here are my favourite boomer shooters. And also, please enjoy my mediocre gameplay. DUSK is a boomer shooter with Texas Chainsaw Massacre Southern Cult vibes. This is the physical for Nintendo Switch. It contains this cool little collector's card and instruction book thingy. Punchy guns with cool level designs that will take you through a spooky farmhouse and derelict factory. It runs great on the Switch. I'm showing you the endless modes here, and there is a fun campaign with more structured level designs. You can flush the toilet, and there's a picture of a cat. DUSK is only available on Steam, PlayStation and Nintendo Switch. Staying on the Southern Cult vibe, we have Cultic. Cultic is a mixture of the village section in Resident Evil 4 and Blood, the classic first-person shooter, and that's a good thing. It even has the red 9 from Resident Evil 4. I like how if you land a headshot, the game goes in this slow motion mode. It runs perfect on the Steam Deck, and the levels are short and sweet. It's rather difficult, but I like that about Cultic. Cultic is only available on Steam. Selaco is a sci-fi shooter, and it reminds me of Doom 3, Fear and Half-Life. 3 great combinations. The guns are loud and they hit with a wallop. Selaco isn't as fast-paced as other boomer shooters. There's some light puzzle solving, which adds a little bit more variety. In the levels there are these Resident Evil / Dino Crisis style save rooms, which is a nice surprise. Great music to accompany it also. It runs great on the Steam Deck. I did have to look at some forums to get it to the right settings, but that's really easy to do. You can also eat chocolate cake. Selaco is only available on Steam. This is Forgive Me Father 2. The developers behind this game gave me a review code. Look, Ma, I made it! And I'm not being biased here, this game is a lot of fun. I like the Lovecraftian comic book inspired style. You play as a psychotic priest and it's not long before the voices tell you to start shooting the monsters. And these just might very well be some of the coolest reloads I've ever seen in a game. Each gun feels alive, which they actually are. They kind of feel like pets. Forgive Me Father is on Steam and it's coming to consoles very soon. In Boltgun, you play as one of those chunky space marines from the Warhammer universe, and you definitely feel like a chunky space marine. Each step you can hear the metal stomping down. The guns are loud and fun to shoot, and there's a variety of weird enemies, a staple of any good boomer shooter. There is also a dedicated button to shout and point insults at enemies. Boltgun is available on everything, but as far as I know there's only a Nintendo Switch physical version. Prodeus is another sci-fi boomer shooter. I have the physical PS5 version. You can find this for cheap too. I like the old school style map here, kinda like the Super Mario games. I couldn't tell you what the story is here and I couldn't care less. The minigun is fantastic and it turns enemies into mist. It's just a great shooter to pick up and play. Prodeus is available on everything. HROT or HROT? I don't know. Imagine if Quake was set in Eastern Europe during the 1970s. It has similarities to DUSK in terms of presentation. The weapons are fun and varied. HROT also delivers interactive and quirky humour between shootouts, which is always a welcome distraction. Speaking of quirky interactions, HROT only runs smoothly if you launch it through this desktop mode on Steam Deck. Launching it in game mode makes the game run at 15 frames per second. I have no idea why. As you can see here, I'm using my portable monitor. This really isn't a deal breaker for me, as it's nice to use a keyboard and mouse for a change. HROT is only available on Steam. Go play it, it's really good. Turbo Overkill is a mixture of an R-rated sci-fi movie from the 80s with the newer Doom games. The story is along the lines of the main character being left for dead and becoming part cyborg, and now he's out for revenge or something. However, with becoming a cyborg, your character now has a chainsaw for a leg and a rocket arm. This game offers vertical levels of exploration just like Doom Eternal. It's a great fast-paced shooter. Go play it. And that's it. If there's some great boomer shooters that I have not mentioned, please leave a comment. I'm always looking to find out more. But before you go, I regularly post pictures and reels on Instagram, so please give me a follow if you're on there too. If you've not subscribed, then please do. I'm trying to make it to 1,000 subscribers. Thank you for watching. Be good to each other.